Greetings, y'all. I wanted to give you guys a little history lesson. A lot of you already know this, but um, the little solo I was doing. Soloing. So let's go back for a minute. Back to the bad old days of the slavery and all that. So there was one place in all the United States where they let slaves play music. And that place was called Congo Square in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, this place is significant because this is the birthplace of jazz music, was in Congo Square. And someone that is a son, a direct descendant from that rich heritage in New Orleans, is a man named Louis Armstrong. Now, Louis Armstrong was a trumpet player. I think his biggest hit was "What a Wonderful World." Um, if you don't know it, Google it, YouTube it. He had a very graspy voice. Anyway, he is the first man to do what we call a solo. So it's interesting because this type of music that we listen to, that we differentiate as jazz music, is the music that created that outline for rock and roll. Um, I guess just rock and roll, but like in all the different permutations of rock and roll that there is, and even hip hop music, rap music. When what a rapper is essentially doing is kind of soloing over a track, with their voice and their lyrics and their rhyme and their poetry. So Louis Armstrong was first to develop this concept of the solo. I think that's pretty fascinating. Um, it reminds me of how much things have changed since the time of Louis Armstrong and since the time of jazz music, and have things really changed that much since then? Um, because we're still doing this music where there isn't, where if you're talking about rock and roll music, or whether it's alternative rock, pop rock, whatever, there's a moment where there's like a solo. Pretty much, it's just standard in all pop rock, country, jazz, yeah, even hip hop now. The Scots, that the track "The Scots" by, I think it was Kid Cudi and Travis Scott. You guys let me know if I have that wrong. But at the end of it, there's a solo, a synth solo. So of course, Prince would have his solos and his music. Michael Jackson would have his solos. So even like very poppy music, it's just rampant throughout what we consider to be popular music. And it all started with Louis Armstrong. So it makes me think, if you're from outer space and you came and looked at the music of Earth, could you differentiate between what Louis Armstrong is doing and what, say, Metallica is doing? Or would it all be the same from your outside perspective? It's like when you're looking at a flock of birds, you can't tell which ones are pigeons, for instance. It's hard to tell which ones are female or male, or which ones are good looking or bad looking. So I was wondering if they look at us humans, and could they tell a difference between Attila the Hun and my beautiful wife? They might, it's just interesting. Something to think about. All right, leave it with that. Soloing started with Louis Armstrong. It's a pretty cool little fact, no? Next time you're playing Jeopardy at home and they ask, he invented the solo, you can say, who is Louis Armstrong? like that song, you like what you hear, please subscribe. Uploading songs and videos all the time. If you have any requests, please leave them in the comments. Or if you have any comments whatsoever, please leave them down there. Thank you for joining Crafters. My name is Kevin Kraft. One love. Remember to choose love, not fear. Remember to be kind. Love you.